David Miller spent years elevating ArgentTech, only to face betrayal and racism that stole his chance to lead. Leaving the company behind, he built his own empire, rising as a tech titan to reclaim what was denied. What he did next will shock even those who've seen it all. But let's start at the beginning. At ArgentTech, a renowned leader in the tech industry, David Miller, a talented and dedicated black engineer, has spent the past decade proving his worth. From the moment he joined the company, David stood out for his exceptional ability to solve complex problems and drive innovative solutions. His work directly contributed to securing multi-million-dollar contracts, elevating ArgentTech's reputation as a cutting-edge technology powerhouse. Known for his calm demeanor and inspiring leadership, David had become a mentor to many younger employees, guiding them through challenges and encouraging their professional growth. Despite his achievements, David's career progression has been repeatedly stymied. Over the years, he watched as less qualified colleagues ascended the corporate ladder, while his own applications for promotions were overlooked. Each rejection came with vague explanations or hollow promises of future opportunities. Still, David persevered, believing that his work ethic and results would eventually earn him the recognition he deserved. The latest setback, however, feels like a tipping point. When the Vice President of Technology position opens up, David's name is at the top of everyone's mind. His track record and deep understanding of the company's operations make him the obvious choice. Yet, to his shock and disappointment, the role is awarded to Tom Harper, a less experienced white colleague whose contributions pale in comparison to David's. Frustration wells up as David processes the injustice. He feels disheartened, questioning whether his hard work and loyalty to the company mean anything in a system that seems blind to merit. Though some colleagues quietly voice their disappointment, others avoid the topic entirely, unwilling to jeopardize their own careers. This silent complicity cuts deeply, but David chooses not to let bitterness consume him. Instead, he resolves to channel his anger into a new mission. Rather than dwelling on the doors slammed in his face, David decides to focus on carving his own path. With renewed determination, he begins strategizing his next steps, committed to proving that his worth extends far beyond ArgentTech's narrow recognition. Months after Tom Harper assumes the role of Vice President of Technology, ArgentTech begins to stumble. Under Tom's inexperienced leadership, key projects flounder, failing to meet client expectations and damaging the company's reputation. Revenue streams shrink, and tensions within the organization grow. Employees, once motivated by a sense of purpose and innovation, now find themselves bogged down by poor decision-making and ineffective strategies. The office hums with whispers of dissatisfaction, though few dare to voice their concerns openly. David Miller, still deeply committed to his work, offers actionable solutions to address the company's challenges. However, his insights are dismissed repeatedly in strategy meetings, with Tom often brushing off his contributions in favor of superficial fixes. The frustration among employees is palpable, and morale sinks further with each failed project. Despite the worsening climate, David continues to put forth ideas, determined to help the company succeed. The breaking point comes during a pivotal client presentation. One of David's innovative strategies, which he had shared weeks prior, is implemented without his knowledge or acknowledgement. Tom presents the idea as his own, receiving accolades from the executive team and the client. Watching Tom bask in undeserved praise is the final straw for David. Recognizing that his talents and integrity are undervalued at ArgentTech, David makes the difficult decision to resign. Before leaving, he prepares a powerful resignation speech that he delivers to a room filled with colleagues and executives. In his address, David calls out the systemic biases that have allowed talent to go unrecognized, highlighting how these practices undermine not only individuals, but the company's future. He also pens a letter to the board and leadership, detailing his experiences and warning them of the long-term consequences of prioritizing appearances and connections over merit and expertise. His departure sends shockwaves through the company. For many employees, his words resonate deeply, inspiring others to share their own stories of being overlooked and marginalized. David's courage plants the seeds of change, even as he walks out the door, resolved to find or create a workplace that values his skills and respects his contributions. After leaving ArgentTech, David Miller channels his frustration into a bold new venture, Innovision Dynamics, a tech startup focused on cutting-edge solutions and fostering a culture of inclusion. Drawing on a decade of experience and his vast network of industry contacts, David builds the foundation of his company with meticulous care. Innovision Dynamics isn't just a business, it's a statement, a testament to what can be achieved when merit and creativity are truly valued. David's leadership quickly attracts attention. Former ArgentTech employees, disillusioned by the company's toxic culture and inspired by David's integrity, begin joining Innovision Dynamics. These individuals, some of the most talented engineers and developers in the industry, are eager to contribute to a workplace where innovation thrives, and their efforts are genuinely appreciated. As ArgentTech struggles to fill these vacated positions, the cracks in its infrastructure begin to widen. Meanwhile, ArgentTech's financial woes deepen. The leadership's inability to adapt to emerging trends leaves the company lagging behind competitors. Projects stall, clients grow dissatisfied, and the company's stock value begins a steady decline. Investors, once confident in ArgentTech's dominance, start pulling their support, creating a ripple effect of uncertainty throughout the organization. As Innovision Dynamics gains traction, David and his team secure a series of high-profile contracts, each one strengthening the startup's reputation. The pivotal moment comes when Innovision Dynamics competes directly with ArgentTech for a lucrative government technology contract. Thanks to David's innovative pitch and his team's superior execution, Innovision Dynamics wins the deal, delivering a devastating blow to ArgentTech's already fragile standing. The victory catapults Innovision Dynamics into the tech industry's spotlight. Media outlets highlight David's story, a former ArgentTech employee turned visionary entrepreneur, and praise his company's commitment to equity and innovation. Clients flock to Innovision Dynamics, drawn not only by its cutting-edge technology, but also by its values-driven ethos. For David, this moment signifies more than business success. It's a vindication of his belief that true leadership is about empowering people and embracing change. As ArgentTech teeters on the brink, Innovision Dynamics rises as a shining example of what the tech industry can achieve when talent is given the space to flourish. A year after David Miller's departure, ArgentTech's fortunes hit rock bottom. Years of poor leadership, declining innovation, and a failure to adapt to the rapidly changing tech landscape leave the once mighty company vulnerable. Its stock value plummets, clients flee to competitors, and internal morale sinks to unprecedented lows. The final blow comes in the form of a hostile takeover attempt, targeting the weakened firm as easy prey. Desperate to prevent total collapse, the board votes to sell a significant portion of the company to raise capital. What they do not anticipate is that David, now the founder of the highly successful Innovision Dynamics, has been quietly acquiring ArgentTech stock through strategic investments. When the dust settles, David emerges as ArgentTech's largest shareholder, a development that sends shockwaves through the company. At the first shareholder meeting following his acquisition, David steps into the boardroom with quiet confidence. The atmosphere is tense, the room filled with executives and board members who had once dismissed his contributions. Now, their gazes are a mix of surprise, apprehension, and begrudging respect. David commands the room, his presence a stark reminder of the value they failed to recognize. In his address, David speaks with clarity and conviction. He outlines a bold vision for restoring ArgentTech's legacy, not through shortcuts or empty promises, but by embracing a culture of meritocracy and equity. He emphasizes the importance of fostering innovation by empowering diverse talent and creating an environment where every voice is valued. His tone is calm but resolute, leaving no room for doubt about his intentions. Though some board members initially resist, clinging to outdated practices, David's unwavering leadership gradually wins them over. Under his guidance, ArgentTech begins a transformation. Policies are restructured, new talent is recruited, and transparency becomes a cornerstone of the company's operations. Employees, once demoralized, rediscover their purpose as they see their ideas and contributions respected. Within months, ArgentTech's image shifts from a symbol of stagnation to a beacon of resilience. David Miller's name becomes synonymous with justice and transformation, a testament to the power of perseverance and the impact of visionary leadership. ArgentTech rises once more, this time with values as strong as its technology.